I think and hope this is pointing in my face. We finna watch the Combover go in. He going in, all the way in, deep inside. No rubber. Just a Combover. Alright, let me get this shit focused and all that. See that Combover? That shit is deep and combed. He combed over so much that he got a line where the bottom piece of that comb done cut his damn head. You know what I'm saying? Well, I comb my shit over so much, I got a line mark. I don't even know what to call that, but he combs too much over.
Here, I don't know what you think of this talk about basically the United States defaulting on its debts. Not about whether to spend more money, but whether to pay our bills, as the Secretary of the Treasury puts it. Where are you on that? Do you think anybody in your party will really mount a significant effort to bring down the United States' financial credibility? It's never been done before.
Well, I've said this before, I don't think that we'll have a debt limit crisis. I would say, though, that members of Congress and the House and the Senate, they've gone back to their constituents, and they've been hearing loud and clear, do something about Obamacare. So they are trying to find a way. What is
do something about the law of the land. This is the first
do
time.
Something about
what is this? Interposition, nullification?
What is this? It's a very unpopular law, and they want.
It's a law of the land.
You know, and part of it's been delayed, and they want to delay the rest of it. Now, let me ask you the thing. Another thing.
No, they don't want to delay it. They want to kill it.
They want to kill it. That's right.
So how do you kill something that's the law of the land unless you repeal it?
Well, they killed prohibition. That was
they repealed it.
Law.
Well, what are these guys doing? They don't want to repeal it. They want to default on the national debt as a way of whacking the president and the country at the same time.
Let me say, I say that
you got to be clear here. What are they up to?
What they're trying to do.
You got to be clear here.
As the Boehner aide said, they want leverage. They're trying to figure out the best way to get as much of the law delayed as possible.
What do you mean by leverage? When
they talk to their constituents say one thing: do something about Obamacare. And so these guys have to go do something. Now let me say something about that.
What you're saying is it doesn't make sense what they're doing, but they're doing it because they're going to heat it home.
They're hearing from their constituents. A very unpopular law. 52% of the American people want this law either repealed or delayed. And we'll say another.
You think that the people that show up at town hall meetings are typical Republicans?
I think that
typical Republican voters.
I think that they are typical primary voters. Yes,
primary voters.
They come out in the primary, and members of Congress are worried about it, and they want to be responsible.
Okay, here you are, the argument. Basically, they're doing what they're taking orders. I was only obeying orders.
That's right.
In other words, I'm going to bring down the United States government, bring a risk about it, create a jeopardy for the United States credibility in the world. We're not going to pay our debts anymore because some people are raising noises at town meetings. That's a hell of an excuse.
And a courageous member of Congress would say, you know what's going to happen if we take down the United States government by doing this silliness that you're suggesting? Your 401k plan is going to go from being worth whatever it's worth today to being worth 20% less. You can see the markets already are reacting to this. Boehner stands up today
he go back
in Idaho and says we're going to have a
back into the goddamn right.
It goes down 170 points by the time I walked in here. So hold on a second, John.
Look at this guy.
The Republicans are funny because they're against activist government. They're against the Supreme Court, judicial activism. But when there's a constitutional law of lands but upheld by the Supreme Court, they want to bring it down by holding a gun to the debt limit so that the United States government will have its full.
Pretty much. The good old boys, the ones that, ultimately led you away from slavery and this, that, and other. You know what I'm saying? That's what they like you to believe. And that's what they would go to your historically black college and try to teach you like you didn't already know that. But, they just want the country to be in debt like the random black man. I'm just saying. Like, just for real. Like, let's focus. Stop paying attention to Miley Cyrus and the goddamn Versace song. And what's the other? The goddamn. It ain't Halle Berry. That's the old song. What's the new one? The fucking new Miley Cyrus. It ain't Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. It's some bitch name over and over again. It ain't Katy Perry. It's some white girl. It's just white girl. I don't know who it is, but it's just like, for real, that's a song. And it is Miley Cyrus, but it's not Miley Cyrus' real name. What's her other name? I don't know. I don't watch enough TV for that. But for real, stop paying attention to shit like that and pay attention to shit that's gonna affect you. Yeah, do that for me.